You are the one. Let me explain. So there's a movie that comes across my mind that really exemplifies you being the one. And the movie I think about is The Matrix. I know it's a movie, but I love that movie because the movie has a lot of symbolic truth to it. And a scene that reminds me of you being the one is when Neo goes sees the Oracle, right? And the Oracle is supposed to tell him his future, who he is, right? And he shows up and the lady tells him, sorry kid, you're not the one. And his initial reaction is like, really? Okay then, like he just accepted his fate. He just accepted his fate that he wasn't the one. Well, later in the movie, you find out he is the one. Not because he's Neo, but the core message is we're all the one. You are the one. We have a choice. We have a decision to make if we want to be the ones in our lives or not. If you want others to control your fate, or you want to grab life by the throat and control your own fate. I love that message. And that's so much truth to that. The fact that Neo, he just believed, right? He's like, all right, I'm not the one. He's right. Now, you think you're the one? You're right too. Right? That's what Henry Ford Company founder said. You know, if you believe you can or cannot, you're right. The thing I've learned about life is, if you don't know who you are, life will tell you who you are. And that's not good. You want to be controlling your own fate. You don't want to let others project onto you who you are. You want to project from you, yourself, who you are deep down, right? Because nobody really knows you. No one can really judge you who you really are. Because they've never been you. They never had the same experience as you. They don't have the same parents as you. They don't have the same siblings. They don't have the same friends. They don't know who you really are. So how can someone really judge you? And if they're judging you, that means they're projecting off of you. And that's who they really think they are, right? And that's the sad part. When you see someone that's negative all the time or Debbie Downer, they're just projecting on their insecurities onto you. And once you realize that, then you realize you don't have to take it personal. You can be free, liberated from others' opinions, because they don't know what they want from their own lives. So when they don't realize what they don't want in their own lives, and they see you moving ahead of them, they hate that because that's like a mirror to them. They makes them realize how incompetent their lives are and that they have to fix themselves, but they don't want to fix themselves. So what they do is they want to sabotage others in the process because they're so miserable inside. Figures that I think in life that had this mindset that they were the one and they were destined for greatness was a guy I think about as Napoleon Bonaparte, a general war leader. He was so confident that he was the one, he was chosen to be in that position, that he was out there in the battlefield with a horse facing bullets full speed. Like, that's how much belief he had in himself. And when you have that much belief, it propels you to influence others, and others start believing that you are the one, right? Another great story I think about is Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart and Sam's. Here's a man, you know, at 26, coming out of the military, wasn't really sure what he wanted to do in his life, and he believed himself, and he kept at it. He was consistent, he was persistent, he was very strategic how he wanted to approach his own business, and he didn't know. Walmart didn't become a franchise until he was age 44, right? So that was like an 18-year process that he had to believe himself. He had to overcome his self-doubts, his fears, and you have to really confront them. And once you do, you know, it allows you to take initiative in your life, and that's all that we can learn, right? And what's the harm of believing yourself, right? It's like, right, if you believe in yourself and you're delusional, what's the worst thing that happens? It doesn't happen, right? So it's like, might as well be delusional and believe in yourself and know that you're the one. So it happens, because it will happen. I promise you that. So being the one isn't a special person. It's not, you know, someone's gifted. it could be anyone. It could be you, right? It's not a person being the one. It's a mindset about being the one. It's about your belief system. It's about seeing through the illusion, right? We carry all these negative beliefs from our childhood and growing up in adolescent years, and we think that's who we really are, and we become programmed. But once you realize through the illusion and others' opinions don't matter, and you realize you could reinvent yourself, then you realize you are the one because you choose to be the one. So it's a mindset. It's not because someone's gifted or someone has more money than you, but it's your choice if you want to be the one today. So go be it. Thank you for listening. See you next time.